Hey guys, how's it going? Happy Monday. It's kind of a happy Monday, although I have to tell you, let me just pause for a moment. Danielle, this is for you. The only reason I stopped is because I ran out of breath. Why did I run out of breath? Because I was doing what I do a lot in life. And I'm bringing this up because I think a lot of people that have problems running or I don't want to say that it's necessarily public speaking, but I think when Danielle was here, I was telling her about this. I do the same thing. The same thing that I figured out was preventing me from really being able to run without cramping up is the same thing that I do quite often when I do public speaking in any way. You know, they say that the number one fear people have is public speaking. I don't get nervous to speak in front of crowds at all. What happens with me is, and maybe this is a form of nerves, I don't know, but like I'm not scared about what I'm going to say. I'm not, you know, it's not like I look at a crowd and go, oh my God, you know, of course I'm always thinking like, I hope that guy on that camera over there isn't going to capture my thighs or my chin's looking stupid. Those are the types of things I worry about. But I don't get like nervous speaking in front of crowds. What happens to me is sometimes if I start talking, and this can happen just in a conversation, I'll get excited about what I'm talking about and I stop breathing. Now you might think that sounds funny, but like I can see right now, like I'm not breathing. I've taken in air and I'm talking and whatever, and I've stopped just breathing normally and talking normally. That's what I do. And when I would run, I was realizing that what I was doing is I was concentrating so hard on, you know, my steps the right way, the right pace. And so I think what happens with me is that when I concentrate, I hold my breath and I don't realize that I'm doing it. And when you hold your breath and you're not getting oxygen, I'm learning all this, you're not getting oxygen into your whole body, that's when you start to cramp up. Because quite often if I do get cramps now, I'll just slow down. And it's funny because I almost have to like stick my tummy out, like I look like I'm pregnant or really bloated. But if I literally just force myself to breathe with my tummy and stick my tummy out, then I find that I can get oxygen into my whole lower abdomen, yada, 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 and I'm fine. But see, just then when I was taking that sip, I wasn't breathing, which is also why I don't necessarily like to swim, I know how to swim, but I don't like it because I don't like to try to figure out how to breathe underwater with my nose and all that crap. Whatever you people do, I don't do it. That's why I stay on the beach. One glass of water down. That's how far I am this morning on my Brita pitcher. So I will finish the rest of that, and that's my water for the day. Mr. Flo, see, you guys are asking me about my shoulder. It's when I do this. Right about there is when I start to feel it. I'm trying to think of exactly like where I can pinpoint where it is. It's under here. It's not the muscle, you guys. It is not my muscle in my shoulder that's hurting. It's I almost think it's more like the rotator cuff. Anyway, it's a little less. Like I was testing it out this morning. I was going like that, but I still feel it. It's like it's in the arm. I feel like I have like I don't know how to describe it. I feel like there's a pin or a piece of metal in there. I have no idea how to describe what I'm going through. It's what I'm telling you. But it hurts. I'm going to get it checked out. Likely not going to happen this week. Why is it not going to happen this week? I leave for LA on Thursday morning. And this is how my day has started today, you guys. And I'm telling you, this is indicative of a brain that is too overloaded. I've got too much going on. And it is certainly illustrating to me what I've been sharing with you guys, that, you know, I quit my job to build this business, excuse me, and it was so much growing so fast, so much faster than I really thought, which is awesome and I'm grateful for it, but it's overwhelming. And I have, I was also attempting to do like everything in a day, and I've had to learn that I have to like chill out and do a lot less. I shared with you guys, you know, in planning the road trip tour, and I'd had one of the members of my board of advisors had told me, she's like, you're doing too much, you should, and I'm like, no, it's not a problem. And then, you know, you realize everything on my end with what we're doing, and really on our sponsors and our partners' end, it takes so much longer than you think. So I might say, oh, I can wrap all this up in a week. No, it ends up being 3 weeks. Well, when you do that, and approvals have to go through this process, you can't complete things the way you wanted to, which is why we eliminated doing that second week of November. Yada, yada, yada. All that to say, I leave for LA on Thursday morning, and I had made my flight arrangements and everything. Well, I go to check my hotel reservation. Excuse me. I was going to print up all my stuff last night because I realized, hey, this is coming up on Thursday. And I go to check and print out my hotel reservation, and I had my flight leaving on Wednesday, getting me in on Wednesday at noon instead of Thursday at noon. And I'm like, so I check my hotel reservation, and my hotel reservation is checking in on Thursday. And of course then, I called last night. This happened at like 11:30 last night, which was the wrong time for me to be looking at this. And I realized that I had to get another hotel room, so I called this morning to get another hotel room. Of course, the group rate is not available anymore. Excuse me. So then I had to get the only thing they had was a suite, which is what they always do. They're like, oh yeah, we can put you in our suite for like $500 a night. And I'm like, I don't really need a suite, and I don't want to change my room, you know, have to check into one room and then the next day. That happened one time at the Ritz-Carlton down in Miami, and it was not a good time, not a good stay. So booked the hotel, and then I'm like, this is stupid, because I had a meeting on Wednesday that I really needed to be at. So called the airline, ended up for a fee, of course. They're never understanding. They're never like, sure, we'll just switch it for you. No, it's like, let's switch it for you and be really nice and then charge you $500 for it. So I had to switch my flight, and then that allowed me to keep everything going beforehand. But then I was trying to schedule I've shared with you guys, I needed to do a Ustream chat with my influential ambassadors, and I thought, well, I do video all the time, I do blogging all the time, no problem, sign up for a Ustream account. Let me just tell you, I probably was in there for close to over an hour, probably an hour and 15 minutes on Ustream this morning, trying to figure out how to broadcast a damn Ustream event. So if any of you are really good at Ustream events, I have to keep these ones private. We'll do public ones in the event, but it's not like it's anything scandalous, but you know, these are not like for just your average Joe. These are for me to communicate with my ambassadors, so it's got to be private. But what was happening is that my webcam in there it wasn't taking my video, it wasn't broadcasting it. And there was something to the effect, I couldn't schedule an event, yada, yada, yada. So I ended up in there wasting at least an hour of my time. So ended up having to change my flight, change my hotel, try to schedule a Ustream. Oh, and what else? Remember that nightmare trip when we tried to get to Pittsburgh? I still hadn't called Travelocity, because for that trip, I had to use Travelocity, which I never do. I always book direct. That's why I always book direct, because when I book direct, I don't seem to have the problems that I had with Travelocity. No notifications, no gate change notifications, yada, yada, yada. So I called Travelocity. They ended up giving me a credit, and then of course the hotel was not willing to give me a credit. So I'm very upset at Hyatt right now in Pittsburgh, but I'm going to talk to them, because I think that if we talk to each other human to human, and you realize that I will hurt you if you don't do what I want, they'll be willing to work with me. Anyway, just kidding. I wouldn't hurt anybody, but really, I mean, I just want something to go a little bit better this morning, which is why I came in, put on my workout clothes, and said, it's time to work out. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out my aggressions on a really nice workout. I'm going to can't do any upper body, so I don't even know what I'm going to do. Who cares what I'm going to do? I'm going to work out and start the week off great. So I'm going to bring with me my camcorder, and let's do this. We're going to be doing some really fun stuff this time out at Blog World. And like I said, Carla's going to be there, Misfit Online, Leah, Bookie Boo is going to be there, Andrea Metcalf, Skinny Jeans, and myself. Did I miss anybody? So there's 4 people plus me. Skinny Jeans, Bookie Boo, Misfit, Andrew Metcalf and me, among other people. And we'll be doing some vlogs and such, and you'll actually get to see. I will upload them while I'm out there. I promise you. So you'll get to see that. But I'm going to stop this vlog for now. I'm going to keep this, oh, I'm just at 10 minutes right now. Damn it. But anyway, here's one other funny thing. I got this hat in an airport in New York, LaGuardia Airport. They always had really cute Playboy hats, and I always thought they were cute. And of course, you know I like sparkly things. But I'm telling you, it never ceases to amaze me. When I wear this hat, I think I was just going to McDonald's to get a soda or something, and I had this hat on. I mean, like no makeup, I had my sweats on, whatever. I'm telling you, there's something. Men see this hat, and I could be like a troll, and I see this hat and they're like, hey. I told you, I think I got pulled over when I was going to get the stickers on my car, the license stickers renewed, because my mom had noticed it, that they had expired. I did not get the notification. I'm not even lying, you guys. You might be going, I'm seeing a pattern here. But anyway, the day that I was going, and they were already expired for 3 months, you guys, so just bear in mind, I've been driving around with expired license tags for 3 months, not on purpose. I swear to God, I had not gotten they usually send you a notification in the mail, and then you go, you pay your fine, and not your fine, your $75 fee in Illinois, and you get your sticker. And this was the only year that I had not gotten it. So the day that I'm driving to go get it, I get pulled over on the way there, and I'm like, this is not happening. I cannot believe that this is happening while I'm on my way out there. I've had expired tags for 3 months, and yet on my way out there, I was wearing this hat, and the cop that pulled me over, I swear to God, he's like, hey, I like that publication. Do you work for Playboy? Are you in Playboy? I'm like, seriously? Look at me. Do I look like I'm 19 years old? No. Anyway, so I'm just saying that whenever I wear this hat, I get like, if men are nice to me like this when I wear the Playboy hat, they're like this. It really blows my mind. Really? How many times do you have to see a pair of boobs? It's not that big of a deal, guys, really. On that note, I have to go. Still dealing with fruit flies in my house. I think I had that little petri dish thing out the other day, and I think I had about 9 or 10 of them. Here's what's funny too. I went over to babysit yesterday, and I'm at the house where I'm babysitting, and there is a bowl of fruit out on her counter with a half-open banana, kind of like, you know, not moldy, you guys, but you know what fruit, when you open a banana, it's open. It would attract fruit flies. A kind of squishy, like this fruit was squishy, it was screaming fruit flies, should be all over it. Nothing. So here I am at a house that has fruit that's kind of sweet and sugary, and you know what I'm saying, it should be attracting fruit flies, and I'm looking around her house like, where are your fruit flies? And then here's my house, I ain't got nothing. And I've got fruit flies all over the place. Maybe there's something creepy. This is very Amityville horror-ish. We're going to keep thinking about that. You guys have a great day, great Monday, and I will talk to you later. And I promise I am going to get the shoulder checked out. I will probably have to just do it next week. Okay? Talk to you later.